This is part 2 of my recap of Vermeil in Gold. You can find links to the previous parts in the description below. At the end of the last episode, Chris is attacked and defeated by a seemingly possessed Rex. There's a flashback to when Rex first summoned his familiar as an egg. He is overjoyed at its size, and it even attracts the attention of a young Chris. They bond over it and even become friends. In the present, Alto and Vermeil are shopping for groceries. Vermeil is attracted by the sweets, but Alto tells her that they're short on money. Vermeil is devastated and sits on the floor, throwing a tantrum. Alto gives in and tells her he will buy her one dessert. Vermeil is overjoyed and smothers him as all the other students look on. She even kisses him, which causes Alto to be embarrassed. Vermeil is confused about what the problem is, as she didn't even drain his mana. Suddenly, they are interrupted by Rex's brother, who is in a panic and begs them for help. Chris continues to get beaten up by Rex. She tries to fight back, firing her fireball at him. There's a huge explosion, but Rex withstands the flames as his body starts to mutate. Rex summons a pillar of rocks that sends Chris flying into the air. He steps on her face and taunts her to fight back. Chris begs him to stop. Alto and Vermeil arrive, telling him to let her go. Rex throws Chris to the side and decides to get even with Alto for beating him before. Alto rushes to Chris and she tells him to run. Rex's power goes wild as Vermeil recognizes something familiar about his power. Rex summons his familiar, which has also mutated. Alto's hand glows as Vermeil prepares for a fight. However, the student council president Elena arrives, and with her sword familiar, she delivers multiple slashes on Rex and his dinosaur, knocking them out and destroying their mutation. Elena checks up on Chris, but she is ashamed that she lost Rex. Rex gets back up, but he is too injured and falls over immediately. Chris rushes over to him as he lies unconscious. Vermeil is still curious about his power and Elena asks if she has knowledge about Rex's power, but Vermeil denies knowing anything. The student council has a meeting. Noting this to be the 5th incident, they suspect someone is responsible, using drugs or black magic on the students. Chris can't bear the report and storms out. Jessica is confused why Chris cares so much about Rex. She hates it when people mess with things that are hers. Meanwhile, Alto and Lilia are notified about their upcoming exam to bronze rank. Alto is distracted, but Lilia reminds him how important it is. Vermeil tells Alto that she is tired and will go back to the dorm while he studies. She leaves and Alto is worried about her. She has been acting differently ever since their encounter with Rex. Lilia takes this opportunity to be alone with Alto, using studying as an excuse. As Vermeil walks back to the dorm, she meets Professor Obsidian. They have a brief exchange and he is surprised to see her without Alto. Vermeil calls him out for being the one behind the incidents. Obsidian pretends not to know what she is talking about, but Vermeil mentions how she can smell low-tier demons on him. She warns him he should stop what he's doing, and leaves, telling him that it's too much power for a human to handle. Obsidian asks if she will expose him. She doesn't care, but just warns him to stay away from Alto. Obsidian realizes what she is and agrees that his demons are low tier compared to her. Vermeil continues to walk away as a paper doll floats by. Suddenly Obsidian appears behind her and injects her with his syringe. She pushes him away, but she begins to feel pain and dark energy begins to release. Obsidian watches sinisterly, hoping to obtain her. Meanwhile, Alto and Lilia study. As Lilia tries to make her move on Alto, suddenly, Alto feels a sharp pain as his hand begins to glow. There is a huge explosion outside and Alto realizes Vermeil is in trouble and rushes to find her. Everyone around the school notices the surge of dark energy. The sky turns dark and Elena rushes to the scene. However, she comes across a paper doll which she slices in half. The doll fixes itself and begins to talk. It continuously multiplies itself and joins together, forming a creature that says it can't let her pass. Elena fights with the creature, but after every attack, the creature is able to regenerate itself. Meanwhile, Vermeil has transformed into an unstoppable winged demon. Obsidian looks on, overjoyed, and gloats. With a swing of her arm, Vermeil unleashes a devastating wave of energy, shocking even Obsidian. He uses his magic and wraps a magic chain around Vermeil's neck to control her. As Alto and Lily arrive, Obsidian shows them his control over Vermeil, bringing her to her knees. Alto is horrified at the sight, and Obsidian gloats about that he was the one attacking people and injecting them with demon essence to try to turn them into demons. Alto and Lilia are shocked at the revelation. At the thought of losing Vermeil, Alto becomes enraged, and a burst of energy is sent to Vermeil. Vermeil suddenly breaks the chain and lunges to attack Obsidian, but Alto gets in the way and gets impaled by her claws. Alto's blood pours out everywhere, and there is a flashback to when Vermeil was sealed away. She is all alone in the dark and nothingness, until a door opened up and she met Alto. As Alto falls, Vermeil transforms into a more vicious form. She attacks Obsidian again, but she is stopped by Alto once again. He calms her down and she is brought to tears and reverts to her regular form. Alto collapses and Lilia is horrified. Vermeil kisses Alto and is able to heal the hole in his chest. Obsidian freaks out at the turn of events and injects himself with his formula. He transforms into a hideous demon, gloating that this is his ultimate creation after feeding on hundreds of lower-level demons. He plans to crush Vermeil and absorb her power. He attacks with a drill punch, but Vermeil punches back, blowing away half his body with a single punch. Obsidian is shocked at her power and abandons his body to make an escape. However, he gets blasted by Chris on her dragon and Vermeil jumps up to him and punches him, knocking him back down to the ground, and his demonic body fades. Alto regains consciousness and Lilia cries, thankful that he is okay. The monster Elena was fighting retreats, saying they will meet again. Vermeil apologizes to Alto for killing him, but he doesn't mind because she healed him and things turned out okay. However, Vermeil sadly explains that she had destroyed his heart, and to heal him, she gave him a demon heart and linked their life forces together. So if one of them dies, the other will die as well. Alto is devastated after hearing this, knowing that she will die with him when she should be able to live forever as a demon. Obsidian is arrested, and Rex wakes up from his coma, with a sleeping Chris beside him, and all the other students wake up as well. Later, Alto and Vermeil kiss as Alto's heart now requires Vermeil's mana to function. Vermeil starts acting cold toward Alto, and Alto calls her out for it. She says that her monster form was her true form, so he should be afraid and stay away from her. Alto gets angry. He says he doesn't care about that and kisses her. Vermeil is shocked and pushes him away. Alto declares he is not scared of her and proclaims that they will be together forever. Vermeil agrees with him and Alto becomes embarrassed and quickly runs away. Vermeil is left thinking about how Alto said you should only kiss someone you love, realizing that Alto loves her, and she becomes flustered, and that's where this video ends. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out the other recaps on my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.